Hi, welcome to Fire Bucket Studio. I'm Ling. Today we're going to talk about attaching clay to clay. Let's get started. Over here, I am going to demonstrating how I'm going to attaching this piece of handle into the cylindrical shapes. One thing that I wanted to establish a understanding is that whenever we're attaching a piece of clay to another piece of clay, we want to make sure the connections are well established. Now, by adding the pieces directly like this, or just adding slip only, like that, does not create a strong connections. So, for what I would do is that I would actually add slip and scoring onto the area where I want this handle to attach. Right now, I established the area where I will need the slip and score by scoring the mark in here on both ends. Now, I'm going to apply some slip. And another key things to talk about this is that I actually make sure the clay body with the water stages of these two pieces are come as close as possible. So both of them are relatively in a little bit letter hard stages. When attaching another pieces to another pieces, I want to make sure that I have extra slip and do a wiggle onto the edges and allow all the slip squeeze out all the way to the side everywhere. This ensures a better connection between the scoring mark that I have. And later on, I'm going to wait until all the slip to dry out a little bit more before I do clean up. So sometimes in ceramics, it's just a lot of patience to establish the finishing and technique to preventing more casualties in the future. And that's how you're connecting a clay onto another piece of clay. I'm gonna come right back to this cup. Currently, my slip that is onto this cup are mostly in the right stages that I want. What do we mean by that? When I touch it with my finger, none of those slip transfer and they retain its own shape as I'm pressing it. So that's a really good stages to working on cleaning up. A lot of time what I do is I'm grabbing a piece of needle tool and I just work my way to clean up the edges by doing this. The dry out slip, it acts like a soft clay coil to help me not only to covering the seam line of where the clay connecting to, but also it helps me to establish a better connections without having to add in other coils of clay around the pieces. All you need is just a little time and patience to wait the slip to dry. Usually it only take 10 or 15 minutes. Now you can see this cup not only have a strong connection, also has a very clean line all the way around of the pieces. And that's how you clean up a cup.